This gospel passage today is definitely one of my favorites. It's in the top 5. I love it every time it comes up. But I remember as I looked at this on Sunday morning in preparation for today, and then looking at it even further last night, I just heard God say, "Are you ready to have your faith rocked in a way you haven't before?" And I humbly said, "Yes, Lord, just fill me up with whatever you have in store for me." So I just want to share you a few insights of this gospel story that I love so much. And right from the beginning, we're told that Jesus is entering a town of Nain. Nain was a small little farming community. It was, as I looked up information on it, it was really less than 100 people. And Jesus is entering it. And perhaps the first lesson we should know about our gospel today is that there's no problem, big or small, that Jesus doesn't come to, that Jesus wants to be part of, that Jesus wants to change. It doesn't matter if it's this big or if it's this big. Jesus is there. And then we're told that there's a whole large crowd of people accompanying Jesus into this town. And when he gets to the town, he sees another whole large crowd that's coming out as he's going in. But this crowd isn't filled with joy as they are with him. This crowd is filled with sadness and grief, and they're wailing about because this widow, this woman, has lost her only source of income. Her husband's already gone. Her income would be with her son, and now she has none, and everyone's wailing about. This is one of the only times that Jesus acts, one without being asked, without being provoked, without being encouraged by his disciples. He just reacts. It's a knee-jerk reaction. He just moves. No one tells him to go there. No one says anything. Hey, you might want to help this lady. No one. He just moves forward. And once again, I think a wonderful lesson in that is that, again, no matter how big our problems are or how small they are, Jesus is already moving in our direction. Jesus is already moving there. And I know it's hard to see that sometimes, and I know it's difficult to know that at times. But I mean, it's just the way it is. Jesus is moving there to take care of the situation. Now, this year, different than last year, what I preached on. I mean, what hit me this year is something really, I've been meditating on it. He says, "Do not weep." And I think, Jesus, it's a funeral, dude. People weep at funerals. We're going to have one here shortly this morning, and there'll be people that'll be weeping. But as I focused on those words, I thought, you know what? Do not weep for Jesus is a profession of faith. Jesus is telling this woman, do not weep. I'm right here. I'm right here. You can see me. Do not weep, but have faith. And again, without even asking, the woman doesn't ask anything of him. Jesus just asks the boy to stand up, arise, and the boy does. And Jesus just gives the boy back to his mom. Do not weep, for Jesus is an act of faith. See, this is a precursor for what will happen further on in Luke's gospel. Luke 23, verse 28, Jesus will turn to the holy women of Jerusalem and say, do not weep, but have faith. Do not weep, but have faith. See, it's a simple little verse, but it means so much. Do not weep, but have faith. For those of you who know me, you know I like to cry all the time, but it's ingrained into me by my mom, and I thank her every day. But do not weep, but have faith. As we go today through our day, we need to know that no matter what situation we're dealing with, how big or small today, God is seeking us out and saying, do not weep, but have faith. Just have faith. And are we willing to move forward as this lady was with her son in great faith in response to that healing? So let's have faith today and not weep.